Okay. Me caressing my cherry squishmallow.
Yeah.
Some emotional support.
Squishmallow. Her name's Cherry.
Cherry, yeah.
We got him. We got her in Oakhurst when we were getting attacked by a flock of birds.
What? That's where you live, right?
Yeah.
It's your hood?
Yeah, I was at the Vons.
It's your hood.
It's my hood.
It's your hood,
That's your hood?
Oakhurst. Yeah.
Oh, but the whole thing about the microphones, if everybody has them,
Uh-huh.
we would hear each other more clearly.
Oh, the
There's-
headphones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because there's certain people that talk really low.
Uh-huh.
And you're
Call him
just like,
Jay
okay.
Verdi. Call him
Yeah.
out. Where he's like, I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's like one of your friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so quiet. So then I feel like if I'm next to you and you're talking like that, I can hear you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But we don't know if the mic's picking it up.
But the mic is picking it up because you hear it on the headphone clearly. But
Yeah.
if you don't have a headphone like I don't, it'll be really hard for me to listen to that person that's across the room.
And we usually have two people listening to headphones. That way, in case one of them messes up, there's someone else
Yeah.
to blame.
Yeah.
I gave Ramon a lot of
Insurance.
responsibility.
Lots and lots of responsibility.
Good stuff.
Anyways, yeah. Stethoscope. What else were we talking about?
Something about like waxing your toes or some shit like that.
How much would it take for you to wax your toes? Thank you for bringing that up.
Fuck.
I don't,
First off, have you ever been waxed? Anything?
No.
You know, guys get waxed.
oh, really?
Yeah, I
No,
I've
do you guys know? He said really.
No.
He said really.
Ramon, you've gotten waxed?
No, I haven't gone waxed, but I've heard people like my cousins get waxed. I was like, what the fuck?
Wait.
I see them
Male
like
or
on
female?
barber TikToks. I'm on barber TikTok.
I was thinking like a Brazilian wax place. They wax men.
Oh, yeah.
Because my hairdresser does waxing.
What do you mean?
And like the middle of my appointment, she's like, oh, I have a wax client. And I thought it was a female. My bad. And it was a male. And she came in and like waxed. It was like 10, 15 minutes and she was back. I was like, damn. She said she made $75.
15 minutes.
Yeah, $75.
He must be a regular.
He's got to be, bro. In
Like,
and
you don't
out.
have- Yeah,
It was like, hey, how you doing? How's your week? And then I'm assuming he just went in there, got all naked. They did what they did and he dipped.
imagine that's your job.
You have to like,
Wow.
you have to like
Like grabbing penises.
I
yeah?
no, I was gonna say servicing
No?
people, but that doesn't sound right either. But like,
Like a car?
What the fuck?
no, I was like, well, yeah, I don't know, because it's like a voluntary job. It's not like it's part of the.
Well,
part of the-
I don't think people are like, oh, yeah, this
Mandatory.
is...
Yeah, no, like nurses have to like change diapers,
Yeah.
change bedpans. Like that's a mandatory thing. But like, you don't have to be a waxer.
How would your first day look like if you were a waxer?
There's no shot I'm waxing. We have a funny waxing story actually, but I don't think we can share it. So
Really?
What?
I said, you have a funny waxing
I
story.
do?
Stop playing right now. Ariana, stop playing right now.
Don't be putting her on blast.
Ariana.
Damn.
Anyways,
If she wants to share it, she'll share
No,
it.
I'm not going to share it either. I just want to.
I probably do. I know I said I probably do. I just can't.
You don't know what story I'm talking about?
Let's not.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it out loud either. I'm like telepathy. I'm sending it to you right
Okay,
now.
I'm going to be thinking about it.
The house on Clinton before your trip to Hawaii.
There's a house on
I recall.
Clinton? What the
Anyways,
fuck?
I recall.
also fun. Never mind. I'm going to give a fun fact.
We can edit this too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
All right.
Fun fact. Adi's first wax, I went with her, right?
You did.
Yeah, I went with her as emotional support friend. I wasn't in there holding her hand, but I was like there.
Oh, I thought you were assisting, like, you know, like they put on,
Like,
they
I was
put
like,
it on.
hand me the popsicle stick.
I
Hand
was
me the
holding her knees.
strip.
Put holding her knees back.
Being out there, just, I got you, bro.
No.
Anyways, all this to say, this is where the money's at. I feel like that's why they do it voluntarily. Because
Yeah.
they're like,
You
I'm
get,
gonna-
how much is a Brazilian?
why are you asking me?
No, in general.
I don't know.
I was looking at you just in general. That's what I want to know.
$75.
$75 a person. You know how many people you can wax in a day?
And then you got to do your tax, your tip on
tip.
top.
See? Maybe you guys are in the wrong field. I'm just saying.
Tight.
I guess.
Would you do that, bro?
Would you get waxed? How much money would it take for you to get
I
waxed?
wouldn't get
No,
waxed.
no. I was saying
You
doing
wouldn't
the
get
job.
waxed?
Doing the job? No.
Yeah, you wouldn't be a professional waxer.
No.
No,
Would you do that? Is that something you're interested in?
I mean the money's there. And I discovered it.
He said, I'm chasing the
The
bag.
guy's like, all right,
Call me Doctor Pubes. I don't care.
Dr. Fuses.
With your stethoscope?
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
It's crazy.
Oh my
Be out there just can I feel?
Weed whacking and shit.
I am dead.
I can't. Interesting.
That's wild.
Anyways, so waxing your toes.
I don't.
Hot takes. What do
I
you
don't
think?
know. I don't. I never
guys
even
shave your
thought
I
about
was
toes?
gonna
it.
say, you
shave
all
your
gotta
toes?
shave your
shave it.
legs, right?
No,
So you're just is your toe hair just on 10 all the time, or
it doesn't really grow that big. I guess it just depends
I
on
wonder
like
if
your
like
genetics.
I wonder genetically it just falls off.
Because
at a
like there's
certain
some
point.
like I'm sorry
Doesn't
for saying
it?
this, but there's some Punjabs that got some hairy ass fucking toes.
Don't discriminate Punjab. I know a lot of hairy Mexicans too.
I am related to one of them. And I saw him get his toes waxed today. It was very funny.
That's
Really?
crazy. My dad has a weird patch of hair that grows like on his upper, like between his shoulder blades, and he always wants my sister to wax it. And he like screams because he said it's painful, but I did it. It's not that bad. So I just think men are weenies.
Yeah, 100%. So all this to say, I
feel like this should be painful, no lie.
I went to get my underarms waxed by my cousin. She just graduated esthetician school.
Shout out
Round
to
of
us.
applause.
Everyone clap. You're not clapping.
What
bro.
is restitution?
Esthetician.
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 Estheticians.
Yes.
These
There
are
we
all
go.
big words.
These are big words.
These are big words for Elmo.
no lie.
Esthetician school is skincare, I guess. So she knows how to give facials, how to like pop pimples correctly, and now like waxing.
You got to do it correctly.
Yeah, like and like maintaining your skin.
Why am I
like,
picturing like the grape? You know how when surgeons have to dissect the
yeah,
grape?
peel the grape? I bet you she could do it.
Probably.
I bet you.
And waxing now. And so it's just like a skin person to make you look beautiful.
Okay.
To feel
And-
beautiful.
Yeah. And so I was like, hey, I need my underarms waxed. I'm going on vacation. So I went to her house and my younger cousin lives with them. And I was like, Mario, come over here. Like mid FIFA. That's the game, right? Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
game. Yeah. I was like, get your ass up. I need to film something.
I need to add some content to my life.
And we just put it on him and he was like losing his shit of how painful it was. And I said, that's nothing.
Dude, he was like screaming. She sent me a video. He was like screaming.
Breathe.
Damn.
Beauty is pain.
Beauty is pain.
Period. The snap was cool. The snap was good.
I
Yeah.
don't think I could do that.
You don't think you can get something waxed?
Hell no.
So for me, the fun part is when it's done getting ripped off, like it's just all this adrenaline after, which is really fun. Like you're just like, woo.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
She's
what I
like,
mean?
good game.
No, dead ass though.
Legit,
Dead ass.
like you could
Like, cause you're building up everything because you know it's about to get ripped
Yeah.
off, and that
Yeah.
shit hurts,
Yeah.
right? So then you're waiting, and then it finally gets ripped, and you're like, "Whoo!" Like that was great.
So do you like the countdown or do you just want it just to?
No, I tell Vicky just to pull that shit.
I like the countdown.
No, that would give me so much anxiety if I know it's coming.
Sorry.
That shit definitely hurts. Like I've had
Yeah.
shit to be covered like from my tattoo,
Yeah.
and it got on my
Okay, it's
arm
just
hair.
like a sticker.
Yeah, and it just it's like glue, so it stays on your
Yeah.
arm for a bit.
Yeah. Or like
And
Band-Aids.
I've had to peel that shit off, and it's like stuck to my skin.
Yeah.
So then you peel that shit off.
Yeah, that
hella
looks painful.
Slow. It's painful.
Gotta do it
as shit.
fast.
Oh, I try to do it
No,
fast.
but it rips.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy.
Hurts.
Damn. Tattoos.
Do you have any?
I'm the only one not yatted. Yeah, I
know.
got nothing.
What are you gonna get?
I always feel like I sound like a bitch when I say this, but I don't like anything enough to get something on my body forever.
Yeah, that does sound like a bit something
You
a bitch
know?
would say.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I feel like, yeah, no. I feel like you would have got something for Zach and
My dog?
yeah, you like,
R.I.P. Why'd you have to like?
cause you love them. That's the only thing I've seen you like.
Because you want to like diss on the way I name my dogs?
No, I actually wasn't gonna say anything. I actually wasn't gonna say anything.
It's the way whenever I talk about my dogs to people, I'm just like, yeah, my dogs.
You're like,
I make
you're
a
like
point to,
triggered by
like-
yourself.
Yeah, like always making a point not to talk about the dog's name. But
She's gonna have her dogs just tattooed on her ankle.
No, that's literally the only thing I've seen you like.
care enough about.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I thought you would be for your dogs.
Yeah.
You're like, nah.
The only tattoos that I can like picture is like the ankle ones that you would have, or one that's like a thin one on your
That's
back.
like hidden.
Ooh, those look painful.
Ooh.
That's the only ones that I can picture, or small ones like right here.
Yeah.
I can picture like little small ones.
Because I don't picture you like blasted with all kinds
whole
of
sleeve.
artwork.
Yeah. That's the thing too. I feel like I'm not cool enough. Like I wouldn't rock it. You know.
I'm trying to picture you with like like a gangster neck tattoo.
God
You know,
Let's see it on
But
the
I'm just
filter.
like-
Pull up the AI.
Right? Pull it up. Yeah, I can't imagine it either.
Damn.
Would
You
that
know.
be painful though? The neck ones are the painfulest ones, no?
I'm sure.
well, when I talked to my tattoo artist, he was like, "That's the easiest one to get done."
Really? I feel like that would hurt.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
Well, they said usually over bone is where it hurts the
Yeah.
most.
Yeah.
So I would
And
think
there's like
the back, the spine.
the spine would hurt them. I would assume hurt the
They
most.
said he was telling me like right here where the ribs are at. Mm-hmm. That's definitely like one of the painful ones.
Have you seen people get their knees tatted?
Their knees.
I seen someone covering their knee on TikTok the other day, and homeboy looked like he wanted to cry or throw up. I don't know what it was, but he would just go, and it was just like the same. It was shading on his knee.
Oof.
I was like, "Why do you hate yourself, dude? Just stop."
The shading isn't the painful part for me.
No, but I think it's because they had to go over and over and over on the same spot on your
Yeah.
kneecap. I don't know. Thought it
on
was
the
wild.
bone.
Everyone's different. I know people say like the shading is the worst part that hurts a lot.
Yeah.
But when they start doing the shading, like to me, that's like the smoothest.
You're like almost done.
I'm like, okay, like I don't feel it.
Yeah.
You remember? Did you cry your whole tattoo?
Yeah, with the shading part, especially on my wrist.
I heard that part hurts a lot too.
I was like, fuck.
You're
It'll
shedding
go
a few
back.
tears.
How old is it?
Not even a year.
Not even
Yeah,
a year.
'cause it's super like bold still.
I was just,
Super cool.
uh, It hurt.
It hurt.
He said I cried.
No, for real, I was like, no, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I look up and the
No.
be like, "You okay?" I'm like,
Hey, how come he was trying to order cream? He was trying to order numbing cream. And he got it to his house. Tell her what got to your house, remember?
Anal cream.
"Anal cream got to my house." I was like, "What?"
Anal numbing cream got to
Anal
his
numbing
house.
cream.
So imagine
What kind of website are you on?
I was on Amazon. I
he
swear
was
to God,
trying to find
I was
a
on
numbing
Amazon.
cream and he got an anal numbing cream sent to his house.
What does anal number? What?
Use your imagination, Audie. Who would
Yeah,
need
use
it?
it. Use it.
No, because like you want
Huh?
not you.
Oh, whoa.
But I'm just thinking like people who would use it like would want that sensation there. Like
I think they would. I think they want the sensation. I don't think they want the initial like insertion.
fair enough.
I don't know.
Let me
Also,
call
fun
up my
fact.
gay friends.
I was like, fun fact. You can order anal bleaching cream on Amazon.
The fuck you talking about?
What?
I think you get anything on Amazon.
My my cousin, one of my cousins.
But like, why? Like
One of my
anal
cousins
bleaching cream?
told his mom that for Christmas he wants anal bleaching cream, and she ordered off Amazon and put it in his stocking.
How old?
Huh?
How old?
No, he's older than me. No, he's like 26, maybe.
Oh,
no,
you know who it is.
I'm 24, so he has to be like almost 30. Anal bleaching cream, and he asked his mother,
So you
and
could-
she got it.
You could ask him too, like, what would one do with anal numbing cream?
I'm just scared of the conversations I would open with him.
I'd be down.
Let's call
Not
him
to use
after
it,
this.
but to like hear the conversation.
Thank you for clarifying that.
I mean, the dude's just out of like his world. Every time I talk to him,
He's so fun.
he's funny, but then I'm just like, bro,
He's so fun, but he's kind of scary.
yeah.
Fun fact, side story on one year we were going to my aunt's house for Christmas. Or no, it was Thanksgiving. And she lives in like she has money, right? So it was like a bougier neighborhood. And we were turning down the street trying to fight my other cousin in the middle of like the main road, like the divider in the main road.
Inside?
He was squaring up.
In Sacramento?
No, at Jesse's house right here on on like Valentine and the Van Ness and something.
Yeah.
And on the main road, it's my of my cousin Christian, because Christian was trying to get him to go back to dinner, and he was like squaring up with him. And it happened. But like, imagine turning down the street and seeing your two cousins squaring up with each other on the divider of the road.
I would have started making bets.
Christian would
Pictures with the
recording.
homeless.
Nah.
And bro, I'll bet you a cookie if he wins.
For
Not a cookie. Give him a whole plate, you greedy
I'll
bastards.
be like, I'll
It's
bet you for that
Thanksgiving.
little box house you got right there. He's gonna win.
Anyways, yeah. No, Christian would have rocked his shit if they fought, but never got there.
Box secured.
box secured.
So he's evolved. His character development's on 10.
We love character development.
Period.
Let's go ahead and get an intro, and we just dove right into it.
I know.
So welcome back to another episode of the Broke Boys, and I know you guys are into some interesting topics with that. I'm Martin.
I'm Ramon.
I'm a cat.
We're the Broke Boys, and we have special guest Ariana. Let's go ahead. Roll the intro.
Just
We them broke boys from the hood. We on them missions understood. Won't catch us lacking, we that good. We always winning like we should. We flying high, we butterfly up to the sky. No way you catching us goodbye. Pray to God we make it out alive. I'll never leave my dogs behind. We stick together like we signed. We shooting stars, one of a kind. We undefeated, just resign. Money more lore than a bitch nowadays.
why would you not just stop talking if you see that they're not muted?
It's just funny when you just make mistakes.
Bro, if you see that your mic's not muted and you're supposed to not talk, why would you talk?
Because
You're the editor. That's your fault.
I'm a very vocal person.
Anyways,
I think it adds personality
thank
to
you.
the mix.
Thank you.
Yeah. I learned about soundboards listening to your podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like
I haven't
it
learned
was-
shit about my soundboard.
No, listen to your podcast. So I didn't realize you guys use a soundboard. Kat rolled the intro and I heard you guys talking and laughing. I was like, this is cute.
Mm-hmm.
This is how a soundboard works.
Oh, see?
Yeah. You were going to say something. What happened? What happened?
Nothing.
Where'd your mind go?
I glitched.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Anyways, Adi's visiting from San Francisco for the holidays.
Yay.
For the holidays.
So how was your guys' Christmas? How was your Christmas?
How was your Christmas, Adi?
How was my Christmas? It was cool. We went to my Theo's house in Kerman.
Nice.
My mom is one of 8, so we always get together. It's a lot of fun. I have 13 cousins. The youngest is 19.
I know you guys are all adults
So
now.
now we're all adults, which is really funny.
You guys all get fucked up together?
We don't really drink that much. I'm trying
Dude,
to
it's
push
literally
it.
like straight vibes. Like when you hang out with your family, like it's dead ass all vibes, and everyone's like in a good mood. Everyone's like trying to be like they're all
Yeah.
funny. So it's literally just vibes. Like they're just
Yeah.
on some.
I could see that. That's why we have your guys' picture up on the tree still.
I know, it's so
Because
wholesome.
secretly, I'm just like, oh, I wish I was a part of that family.
You're always invited. When you're here, your family.
I know that's
Olive
like,
Garden.
no, that's what I was like. Because I always, not always, but like I follow a lot of your family on social media. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god, look at like. Blah blah had their baby, or like look at blah blah got married.
Yeah.
He's like, who is that? And I was like, it's Adi's cousin, and he's like, another one. And I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's like
That's-
50.
I was like, yeah, they're always doing something. Someone's
Yeah.
up to something.
Should we provide that context? Like why I'm here? Like,
What?
do people know who I am?
Yeah. Well,
We'll
they've been
get
hyping
to
up your
that.
episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
okay.
get to that.
Yeah.
I'll just say it was a good time. What did we eat? Tamales,
She said the important stuff, the food.
tri-tip, very much. Tri-tip. My mom tried to make coquito. You guys know what coquito is?
No.
Coquito is a Puerto Rican drink.
Okay.
No one in my fucking family is Puerto Rican. We're all Mexican.
Let's get it very clear.
But my mom was just like, I saw this
I
video.
like that. Trying to be exotic.
Yeah. I was like, I saw this video on TikTok. I want to make it. I was like,
Go off.
we
Do
love.
it, yeah.
We love.
Did it come out good?
It was okay. It was good.
Okay.
It's pretty much coconut and milk and then rum.
Okay.
So it's like,
I feel like it'd be. I feel like you can't mess that up.
yeah, it's like it tastes like a paleta.
Mm,
It's fire. It was
Okay.
good.
that sounds good.
I did want more rum in it, but it was really good.
okay. She's
I
like,
prefer more of the alcohol.
Shout out mom, because I know she's gonna be listening to this.
Shout out Tish. We love Tish.
Yeah.
Shout out.
So
We love. I love Tish. Martin loves Joe. So the whole
no,
family's
I
covered.
love all of them. don't fucking exclude anybody like that for me. What the fuck?
The whole family's covered.
They love you guys.
Period.
I always say this, dude. Like I want to be like your dad when I'm older. Like he has such a great
His dream.
personality.
His dream.
Yeah.
His dream podcast guest is Joe.
He would be so gassed. He's so excited.
And he has so many stories. I feel like you guys can just come on here and just.
I
let
feel
him
like
talk.
both of them. Like if we have both of them, just
That'd be sweet.
I think it'd
That'd be
be
funny.
so funny because Joe will be like talking and your mom will be like, no, don't say that. No.
Cut the cameras.
Be like, Joe, are you serious?
But yeah, Christmas is cool. Yeah. How about you guys?
that's good. We had to split the holidays. And at my mom's house this year. Next year would be Kat's. But we went to her dad's.
Christmas Eve.
Where were we at? Your dad's house?
Yeah. So we went to my
Yeah.
dad's house. They're an open because I've been seeing on TikTok. So they're an open gifts one at a time family. So we do like the stockings and everyone sits there and watches you, and then we do like the gifts and everyone sits there and watches
Like
you.
a spotlight.
Yeah. Me and Martin had to leave early because we were going to his family for midnight. So it took us like 45 minutes just for us to open our gifts. Like we passed them out and then they opened it one at a time. And then we had to open our stocking and then our gifts one at a time. So it took like longer than expected. But it was really fun. It was cool. My cousin just had her baby. So it was her first Christmas. So we were like all passing little baby around. My nephew X was there. He was excited at first, and then he was like, I think he was just waiting too long for Santa to come. So then he was just getting upset and like screaming. Everything was ticking him off.
Did
Punching
Santa
people.
Did Santa go to your
Santa went to my dad's house. Santa also went to my mom's house. So we went to my mom's. I got to see Santa twice, bro.
That's a traveler if I've ever.
Honestly, he's
Santa was in my house
Godspeed.
too.
Godspeed, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So then we went to Martin's. Oh, and he went to Martin's house. We saw him at Martin's house too. Jerry was waiting every hour.
That man is a man of the streets.
Dude, on Man of the Skies, Man of the Roofs. Jerry,
Not the roof.
He went to Ramon's too.
that's crazy. He went all the way to Oakers for you?
That's crazy.
No, where were you in Easton?
I was in Easton.
Damn.
He got fucked up. Santa got fucked up with him.
That's what's up.
That's good for Santa.
Big shout out to Santa.
We love the big guy.
What were y'all drinking on?
Ultra. It was Hypnotic, Blue Label,
Ew.
and Bucanas Deluxe.
Not bananas. Yum.
Yeah, no. What were you drinking on Christmas Eve?
The coquito.
Oh,
But then I also had eggnog, but I was like, what is this?
I don't like eggnog.
What is this?
I don't
What
like
in the
eggnog.
caucasity is this? But then my
Yeah,
cousin
no.
brought out some Henny, and then we drank it with Henny, and it was pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
That was
can't
pretty
do
good.
eggnog. My brother loves it. That's one of the qualities.
Julian?
Yeah. That's one of the qualities I hate about him. Him and my mom. Only
That's
two
a
people.
lie.
Only two people that
That's
like
a
eggnog.
lie.
Julie Navarro and Mary Helen. I swear
I
to God.
have to look at this man a different way now.
I swear to God. and my mom buys eggnog specifically for him and her.
Is it like the cow one?
I couldn't tell
My
you. But
cousin brought the bougie one. It was really good.
no. I'm talking like whatever one you get at Winco. So my mom's like eggnog, her and Julian split it. Like they fully indulge themselves.
It's supposed to be alcoholic, right?
I couldn't tell you. I don't see how someone drinks that without being fucked up, but
Yeah.
people do.
Like everything else, like other alcoholic beverages.
Nasty. But yeah.
That's funny. So,
What were you drinking on Christmas Eve?
water.
We love that. I just wanted to keep you in the convo. Huh?
Yeah.
How about you?
We were drinking the tamarindo vodka. We
Cat
did not.
got drunk.
We did not intend. We did not intend to finish the bottle, but we did.
It just happened too.
It just happened to happen like that.
Cat had a Ramon moment.
No, I wasn't. No, we were. We were classy. What do you mean? We were classy. We were sitting around the table. I was taking shots with my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law.
Pinkies
Yeah, pinkies up, bro.
Yeah.
We were cheersing every time. We were vibing.
Respect.
My nieces were on the table dancing. Our nieces were on the table dancing, and we were just making sure they didn't fall off. And we were taking our shots, and we were having a dandy old
They're
time.
there. The kids are making sure you guys aren't falling off.
No, Penny got on the table, and any song that came on, she was just all excited and like
Yeah, those videos make me
dancing.
happy.
Yeah, and then Lila too. Lila was sick on Christmas, but she was gigging too. We put her on the table. She can't walk yet, so she was sitting on the table, but she was like bopping her head.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
And we were just making sure that everyone stayed on the table. So it was good. We were all on one side. It was cool.
Yeah. Great
We did
vibes.
gingerbread houses too. I didn't take a picture of ours, but ours
Ours
came
was
out
the best one.
Ours came
Yeah.
out the best, 100%.
Collective effort.
Yeah, it was cute, but I didn't take a picture of it. I wonder if it's still at your mom's.
I don't know. It might be.
I bet you Jerry ate it. I bet you. They were calling
Little
dibs on it
brother.
before we left.
1 year I was so over building the gingerbread house that I pulled out the hot glue gun.
Stop
And I
it.
used like hot glue gun to put it together.
And I bet you it was
And it was the only one that stayed up. Everyone else's was
They were like, what kind of witchcraft did you use with the hot glue gun behind you?
But they saw me do it.
Somebody eats
period.
it, eats the glue.
Then I was like, make sure you don't eat this. And they were like, we weren't going to.
That wasn't in the plans. Thank you, though.
That's fucking hilarious.
No, I feel like it was really, I feel like ours came out really good, but
Nice.
I could be biased. And then the next morning, I went to my mom's. We had breakfast over there. I woke up with a fat headache.
I wonder why.
Yeah, so we went over there, and I got to see my grandma and grandpa. My grandma's just so bubbly. Like, she's such a bubbly little human. So she was all excited. She's like, it's Christmas, it's Christmas.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she was all excited. And then most of my cousins were there, so I got to see them, and it was cool. My Nina ended up showing up. So it was fun. Good vibes. Good vibes, good vibes.
Bless up.
Bless up.
So, how did you guys meet? Let's find that out.
He's like, down to the nitty gritty. Who are you?
I literally couldn't.
Like y'all
go
squared up
ahead.
at first grade and then became best friends, or was
Yeah.
it?
I had
Can you imagine
beef in
me
the first
squaring up,
grade.
bro? Abby would beat my ass, first of all. Imagine me squaring up.
I just see you like,
No,
You'd be the
there's no
snitch.
way.
Excuse me, teacher. She's being me.
Bro, there's no way I had to square up with anyone in my life. What the hell?
same.
I'm like, imagine Audie just putting her hair up.
Yeah,
and
can you imagine me squaring up?
No.
Exactly.
No, I could see you getting real passionate though.
Adi would be the one with the lunchbox getting ready just in case something were to happen.
The Yeti water bottle now is a
She's
grown
just like,
That is my favorite thing to do, though, is like carrying around my water bottle.
It's a weapon, bro.
It
That
really
shit's
is.
full. How did we meet? We met in the 3rd grade.
Miss Zuniga's class.
Miss Zuniga, shout out her.
I wonder what she's
was
doing now.
She was pregnant that year that we had her, and then she disappeared.
She dipped.
Fully disappeared. Don't know where that lady went. Couldn't even tell you her first name.
Contact Dateline Embassy.
Dude, honestly.
What year was that? Like 2008?
Yeah, probably, because I think you're 7, 8 going into first grade. No,
Third
yeah,
grade.
yeah, 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 8, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were in 3rd grade. For some reason, I remember it involving a jump rope, playing jump
See,
rope.
she always says this story, and I don't remember. Do you guys remember anything in the 3rd grade?
I don't remember. Now I don't remember specifics. I just
Right?
remember involving a jump rope. I couldn't tell you.
I just remember Kat just always being there.
Period.
Yeah.
I was around.
It was a new school.
Yeah, so it was the first year it
Everyone was
opened,
new. So
which I think helped a lot.
yeah.
Because there was no like cliques or anything before. We were all just kind of thrown there. Yeah, so then me and Audie met and never left. So here we are.
I do think shout out to the parents though.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why the friendship lasted so long.
Mhm. She's like, because really she's a bitch.
I'm
really,
a bad
she has some
friend.
issues.
We didn't talk at all, like in middle
high
school,
school.
through high school.
Yeah, that's a crazy shit. Okay, let's do that. So my mom specifically, first of all, shout out Tish and Mary Helen, all right? Shout them out. We love them. Whole hearts.
Respect on their name.
Put some respect on their name. However, we are firstborns. Addie's an only child. I'm a firstborn.
Yeah.
So the second, like, I wanted to go to her house or she wanted to go to our house, our parents had to meet first, right? But not only did they meet, they met up at Red Robin's.
Like-
and had like a whole hangout, like 2 hours at a Red Robin's.
Yeah.
Just kicking it.
Just
Never
very
met in their
involved
life.
parents.
Never met. They're like, our daughters want to be friends. Who are you? So literally went to Red Robin and like kicked it.
Yeah.
Shared secrets and such. And then I was able to hang out with her and she was able to come over.
Yeah.
And then from there, I just kind of,
Oh, we're having this birthday party for my kid.
yeah. And like Letty and Joe would come. We were in cheer.
Softball with
So that
Vic.
helped. Vicky, my sister, did softball with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything. Our families were just kind of like intertwined. So our families became friends too, our parents. So much so that when my little brother was born, her parents are Chacho's godparents.
Okay.
So they're around all the time. When I was younger, I'd go with her. I was their +1 everywhere, literally. I wouldn't spend the night though because I don't fuck with that.
Oh my god, that's my favorite thing about Kat. Like, I just didn't know this bitch had anxiety.
Honestly, you were the first. You were the first one that should have picked it out, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I never spent the night anywhere. She lived, first of all, where she lived, a minute from my house.
Like across the street.
2 minutes across the street max. Like I can walk to her house from my house less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. No, don't catch me spending the night there.
Yeah.
Couldn't. I'd stay late and my dad would come pick me up, but there's no way I'm spending the night. Anyways, so our families became friends. We didn't talk really in like middle school and
No.
in high school.
Yeah.
I don't remember us talking, but there wasn't like bad blood or anything. And then when we were able to drive, Audie would be like, "Can you give me a ride home?"
Yeah, I was lazy as fuck.
She's like, "Can you give me?" Because we lived so close to the school, you had to walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Hey, can you give me a ride?" I'm like, "Yeah." So we would give each other rides and same shit. When I'd have my car, I was like, "Audie, can you give me a ride?" And she's like, "Yeah." And we would take each other. And we weren't like kicking in the same circle.
But I also feel like it wasn't awkward either.
It
Like, from your
wasn't,
perspective,
yeah.
But like,
It wasn't like weird or anything. But that's the only time that I remember us talking is like,
we're at parties.
yeah, or at parties like that our families were at. But it was never like weird. I wasn't like, "Oh, I hate that bitch."
Yeah.
It was never like that. It was just, eh.
I mean, I feel like I wasn't that social to begin with in high school or middle school.
Well, and then you went to East off the bat and I went to West.
Yeah.
So that was like the first kind of divide. And then at the time you couldn't go to East. So then you had to do your year at West. And then a lot of people went sophomore year, but I stayed sophomore year. And then I went to East eventually.
I love explaining that to people like that I meet that aren't from Fresno. I'm like, yeah, like, so my high school has like 2 campuses, and they're like, why? It says, so one, they did like a bunch of farmings, like they had like cows and
Ag.
pigs, and they're like, what? I was like, yeah, FFA. They're like, what the fuck is that? I said,
Well, and then you live in San Francisco now, so it's so different.
So it was just like, okay, country girl, like, chill.
You're like, whoa, 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 whoa.
And then like explaining that like people
That's where she
like,
shocks him in the throat.
yeah, that's where, my villain origin story started. Yeah. But like explain like shuttles were a thing. Like
Yeah,
back and
shuttles were a thing.
forth.
Yeah.
Foggy day schedule.
Oh, I love
People
foggy
freak
day
the fuck
schedule.
out about that. That's
Really?
funny. Yeah, because you're like, yeah, like I know snow schedules.
You're like, no, that's not what we're talking about.
Let me put you on something.
Even better.
I showed them pictures. They're like, oh my god, and
They're like, you really can't see through that.
Yeah, I explained that my mom would like be driving out of the country, and she would roll down her windows to listen because you can't even see like on your roof. Like,
Yeah. Me leaving here.
on your hood. Yeah,
Yeah. Wow. See, I haven't thought about that, like having to explain fog to some. Well, I've only lived in the valley, so that
Yeah.
explains it. But that's crazy to hear people
Yeah.
like trip out over it.
it's funny.
I can imagine not having foggy day schedules. I count on that. The second it gets cold, I'm like, please.
Put on PBS, please.
Watching Arthur
Channel
every
18,
morning.
Yes.
Dude, for real.
Oh shit. Well, we all know that we weren't the best students. I mean, Ramon and Kat. I mean, she was a goody two shoes. But like, tell us how high school was from your
Bro,
perspective,
if you think
bro.
I'm smart,
Let me
this
tell
bitch
you-
is fucking
let me tell you-
Einstein.
I spent mine in the office. I want to know,
Hey, I want to know your perspective of me.
bro. You're probably
Yeah,
the
if you
like
thought-
in my head. I picture you the genius, valedictorian,
What is it?
What is it called?
AP classes.
classes.
AP classes,
AP
Stacked on that.
classes. Fucking stats.
I never took stats.
early release for all 4
Calculus.
years.
No, because
Well, you couldn't do all 4 years, but
But it'd be out of you. Come on now.
I didn't do early release because I was like, I have to get these classes in. Yeah,
Dude, even senior year you didn't do early release. What a loser,
I know, it's a nerd.
bro. The second they said early release, I said I'm out of here, bro.
Did you do it?
Yeah,
Good shit.
I was out of there.
What was I taking? I think I was taking like Spanish classes, which is why I
Go
was
off.
like,
Well, then you did Folclorico too,
I did,
senior year.
I did. Were we in the same class together?
You had to be. This fool was in like
so.
every
We were.
class.
I had a lot of classes.
Like we were, for Folclorico.
Yeah, I think we were.
Yeah. But yeah, I was trying to be an academic weapon, an academic machine. I don't know. I just
Honestly,
really
you
liked,
were.
I like school.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Don't bully her.
It was the way I was listening to you guys roast the fuck out of Kat. I was like, if they ever talk about me,
That's what I was telling him. I said, if you think I'm smart, this bitch is like smarter than
Intelligent.
me,
Not even
bro.
that I'm
She's
The Kamala
like, she
Harris.
likes. No.
also, can we unpack that? I heard you say that too.
She said, what you mean by that?
I don't know how to explain it. Like, I
love
like
academics.
learning. I like learning.
Yeah.
I don't like academics. I like learning.
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
Don't explain to me. Explain to them losers.
Yeah.
Your Ramon's over there zoning out. You said
I mean-
academics.
I mean, what
no,
class
relax.
like did you guys like? Did you guys like any classes?
None.
Stop capping.
Wood shop.
Wood shop?
That was
You
the only
like-
class.
Why?
You liked
I don't know. It was just working with my hands and like building stuff.
Yeah.
That's just pretty much it.
Could you like find yourself like learning new things or like, oh, that's cool because that works that way, or
Nah.
No.
To be honest, no.
you just like building stuff? That's cool.
Other subjects, it's just like, nah.
Yeah.
that makes sense. 'Cause now he's in construction, so it tracks.
Checks out.
Tracks.
1 + 1 is 2. I like it.
And you? Did you have any classes that you liked?
Pete.
I know.
Well, he had
Happy-
Folclorico. You liked Folclorico for a time.
for a time.
What was the welding? You didn't like doing welding?
I didn't do welding.
What were you at West for? Shuttling
Mechanics.
for? Oh, that's what it was. I
Yeah.
knew it was one of the
And
two.
you didn't like that.
It was whatever. It was too slow. I thought when what they were teaching us, I already knew how to do it.
That makes sense.
And I was like, oh shit, I deal with all kinds of motherfucking engines and
Yeah.
tractors and shit that are way bigger than this. So I
Yeah.
was like,
You're like boring.
this isn't.
You said easy A.
Yeah, pretty much.
Period.
That's cool though.
What class did you like, Cody?
I mean,
She's like, which one
She's
didn't
like, I
I
want
like?
them all.
so in high school, I thought I was going to be a doctor because I really liked AP Bio. I liked the way that the body worked. I thought it was cool. Just life
I can see that.
itself. But I think looking back, I'm really into like humanities and history and like government.
Yeah.
Hence Kamala Harris.
You say now that I think about it, all tracks actually.
But I just like thinking about how people work and why they work in context. And I think it's just like storytelling. If you think
Okay.
about it, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it's just chisme.
Cheese
It's really just chisme. Just like who had beef with who.
and for how long and,
how
for
long.
what?
Yeah, and like fuck the dates and like the details. Like that doesn't matter.
You're like, I just want to know what happened and why.
Yeah, let me know the tea.
honestly.
Yeah, that's me.
Period.
Yeah, I was in band.
My
checks
favorite
out.
Addie story. when we were in elementary school, she played the saxophone, right?
Yeah.
So saxophones use a reed. I don't know if you know how instruments work. It's like a piece of wood that you put in there that like I don't know what it does. Anyways,
Vibrates.
See, okay, so Adi would have winter shows or like shows periodically.
Yeah.
And every year I would go. I'm at this point her sister. So her parents would take me and we would go watch her perform, right? And every year, no shit, every year, we can bet on it, her reed would break. And it was like a struggle to find this bitch a new reed. And she would always find one or have one or whatever. But every time before the show, her reed would break.
Trauma.
And she would stress out and like, it would be like, it was a traumatic event. And then she'd find it and then it was like, dun dun, and it was over.
Yeah.
But after
Really
every
shitty elementary school band.
Dude.
Yeah.
It was a great concert. I went to every one.
You sure did. But yeah, I did that. Like
When you were in band, did you do the marching thing
I
too?
sure did, which I fucking hated.
She went in high school,
If-
so
if
it
you-
followed her
if
through
you-
high
okay,
school.
I was aware. I was like, this is for like. I was like, I know I'm a nerd. I'm proud to be a
And
nerd.
I'm embracing it.
But this is like a next level that I don't think I could be a part of right now.
Went to band camp.
Will I say though that I was in probably some of the best shape I've ever been in that? Yes.
I'm sure it's like a workout.
Like you worked the fuck out. Like I didn't have to take PE. I didn't take PE all 4 years of high school because
she was in band and then folklorico.
and folklorico. And that shit was a workout. Your calves
On fire.
On another fucking level.
Fuck, I know you know who Gustavo is. I know you.
I know homeboy.
Jeffrey.
I remember him.
Yes.
He played the saxophone.
That was like Adi's cousin because they had the same last name.
Literally.
So I was talking to him once, and this was back in high school, and I think I was in the theater in for Folklorico performing,
Yeah.
getting ready to do performances
pack.
in the pack, and I saw him, and they were practicing, and then one dude just loses his shit and yells at the whole fucking band
Probably our
group.
director.
I don't know
He was
who it
insane.
is,
He
but I
was
just
crazy,
like,
right? I remember
Yeah,
him being
but,
kind
like-
of wild.
Okay, sorry. Continue your story.
But I remember, like, I asked him, I was like, hey Gustavo, like, people take this shit hella serious, right? And he was like, bro, you don't even fucking know.
This is a career.
He's just like, if you fuck up and somebody else is like, dude, get your shit together. I was just like, holy fuck.
Yeah, it's insane. I feel really fortunate that like our high school had a pretty solid music program.
Didn't you go to DC to perform?
We
for the
went
White
to
House?
Seattle. We performed in Washington, and then we went to DC right after because we qualified for like a national level one.
Ooh.
And
It's
like,
Kamala Harris again.
hence Kamala Harris. Shout out. I still want to know why you fucking calling me that.
You were just like, I like the patterns of people and government and society and
You
all
just
that.
said it.
And that in his head
There's
just
so many
triggered.
better people than Kamala Harris. To be
Talk to him about it, not me. Call him Michelle Obama.
all this to say, like our director, I was gonna say professor, but they call him teachers.
No, director.
He went to like Juilliard for like his master's. He went to USC. Like he knew his fucking shit. Shout out Mr. Ingrande.
Side note, I fully thought Juilliard was just from High School Musical.
Oh.
I didn't know that it was an actual
You know
school.
he ended up going to Berkeley.
I did. No, I watched the movie,
That's
girl.
my
I'm not
man.
uneducated.
That's my man.
Counter back to your dogs. I'm saying I fully thought until you told me like all that it was just made up.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was
It's
an
like
actual
the best school, the best music school.
Well, I know that now.
And the fact that like our high school was able to provide that, pretty fucking dope.
Tight as hell.
Like the meanest person, like strictest person I ever met, but I feel like he made me care about stuff.
Yeah.
Even
that's
though
what it is.
I dropped it in like junior year, I didn't do the last 2 years, but he just showed you like to care about something, to like be a part of a collective group, and it was cool.
I learned some life lessons.
Yeah,
I love that for you.
no, he was mean.
Isn't dope.
Yeah,
You said, but fuck Mr. Grande.
shout out Mr. Grande.
Just kidding. Cut that
I hope
out.
he's doing well.
I'm sure he is if he has all those degrees, bro.
I think he
Okay,
retired.
so then after high school, I stayed here and I did 2 years at City. Well, I went to Madeira and then I transferred to Fresno State. This bitch off rip just left me.
I did.
So where'd you go?
I went to the school.
I went to this little school,
I went to UC Berkeley. In the Bay Area.
the Bay Area. No, can you say your major and your mind?
I don't know. It is always like
because
I didn't graduate. I didn't graduate this major. By the way,
say it and then look at their faces. Look at Ramon specifically.
can I even do
Say
it? Again? I don't remember. Okay, so I went in. I applied to the school.
I tried to memorize this shit.
with this major. Hence, like I said, I wanted to be a doctor.
Listen,
What did I do? Molecular and cell biology
listen.
with an emphasis in neuroscience.
Repeat it back. Repeat it back. Repeat it back.
What my dad would say, sepa la madre.
He straight up looked at me, was just like,
Yeah, repeat it back. A ver.
Honestly, to be honest,
Can you
to
repeat
even
that?
save
Molecular and
myself,
cellular biology with an emphasis on neurology. She was trying to be a neurosurgeon for
surgeon.
kids.
Pediatric neurosurgeon.
For kids.
Idiot.
that's dope.
Idiot.
You're like, I could never.
I could never.
why didn't you want to continue it?
So shout out Kat again.
Hey.
Okay, so I was. By the way, you guys know about Berkeley at all? Like,
No.
They don't.
it's like
We don't like school.
fair enough. Truly, me neither.
Let me educate you.
Me neither. So
Remote, he's just like, I have no idea.
Berkeley is known for being like this toxic space where like a really lot of smart people go, and I don't know why the fuck I was there.
Because you were really, really
Because you were
smart,
really,
bitch.
really
People
smart.
are geniuses there, like genuinely. And I was just like, I can barely like keep afloat, like with like my little AP classes that I took in high school. Like a lot of the kids I was going with, like grew up in private schools their entire life, had like SAT tutors, like
Dead ass.
like just
Berkeley's
like,
a good school.
and so I was like, felt like I was an idiot. Like I was like, I just, this isn't for me. I was trying my best.
I was doing what I can.
Berkeley had fucking hands.
Let's be real right now.
Like to the point where I took AP classes, took the test, and usually you could test out of the classes. They're like, your AP classes don't count here because it's not going to be the Berkeley education degree that we give to you.
That you need.
So
Damn.
you need to take our classes. And so I was doing them, and like I really did enjoy it. I just knew I couldn't keep up with that
Like,
for
it wasn't sustainable.
the rest of my life. Like I shout out Pete Marsden. He was our favorite professor. It was as if Seth Rogen was teaching you chemistry. Like looked like him, was really funny, but just like
I love that.
he was a really good professor, but I got to the point where I had like what are they called? Like people that you look up to,
Mentors?
mentors that were going to UCSF to the medical school. Like I was a part of a bunch of organizations, and I was just like getting ready for the MCAT, and I was like, I can't live like this for the rest of my life. Like this is gnarly. So I was like so depressed. Called Kat. Hey, she was like,
How you doing?
What? And I was like, I need you to come pick me up right now.
Dead ass.
Middle of the semester.
Middle of semester, we went and broke her up.
And I was just like, I can meet you. I could ride the subway. It's called the BART down to Pleasanton if you could come pick me up, because I didn't have a car. I just lived over there. So her and Vic
That's what we did. And
came
my
and
mom
picked me up.
My mom went.
No, it was just you and Vic.
Was it?
Yeah.
Good shit.
And then they.
Oh, my mom came to talk to your parents.
Yeah. Kat's
Yeah.
mom. We picked up her mom. We went to my parents, and I was just like, hey.
They said, "What are you doing here?" It was like middle of semester.
Yeah.
And she didn't tell her parents she was leaving. She packed a bag, went on the bus. I picked her up, and then we came back and knocked on her parents' door. It
Yeah.
was like, hey.
Yeah. And so I was just like, I'm not going to be a doctor anymore. My parents were like, okay, cool. We don't care. And I was like, oh, so cool.
Is that just me?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Come on, man. We bully Ramon about this.
About having the phone
I'm not
up.
having the phone.
So,
Tell her to find it through the Christian's church. Anyways,
Can we repeat that?
yell at him. Yell at him.
back to
Yeah, sorry.
the whole thing that you were saying. You were in a depression hole.
Yeah, I knew depression exists because I'm like, I know that's
said
the
I'm
thing.
woke.
But like actually going through it, I was like, oh,
She said this shit got hands too.
fun time. Yeah. This shit got hands. Yeah. I ended the semester and essentially like failed all my classes that semester because I just didn't go back and take the finals. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, she was emailing her professors like, essentially, I'm not coming back. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not dead.
yeah, but I'm not coming back.
I'm not coming back. And it was the spring semester. And so I was with my parents and I was like, hey, so like I did that. And they're like, great. Just want to make sure you still want to graduate. I was like, yeah. Like, what do you want to do?
In the plans.
I was just like, I don't know. But I feel like I'm talking a lot, but I guess
That's about you, girly.
just to say like, I was like, okay, what can I salvage from because I was already like 2 years in to this like program. I was like, what can I salvage from this? And I was like, and what do I want to do? And so I looked at all of our majors and I was like, okay, media studies sounds cool. And essentially you're studying media, like you're studying journalism, you're studying just newspapers and movies, which is really cool. And the internet, which I thought was the coolest thing. Because like we're in this part of this generation that gets our information this way.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, media studies, let's do that. And so I did that for the past 2 years. I did that for the last 2 years. And I was like, but I picked it because I was like, I could do food with this. Because I knew food has always been like a passion of mine. And Kat can vouch for that.
Yes.
And I just felt like they went hand in hand. So graduated and now I'm doing like this food media situation. But it's cool.
So that's what she said.
Dope.
Yeah, she's always been into food though. She was, I think, Rachel Ray one year for Halloween.
I was not for Halloween.
What was it for?
Obsessed.
What was it?
I don't think it was anything.
She was Gordon Ramsay.
Get it right. Yes. Yeah.
Correct. My bad, bro. My
British
bad.
accent at all.
All of it.
Dyed my fucking hair blonde.
Yeah.
Wow, dedication.
Dedication.
Yelling at people.
No, yeah, she's always been into food.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's always had like a history with liked food history. And then like especially her family's like recipes and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And even else, the thing that scared me was like, this is a passion of mine and I don't know how to like make a living off of this or like, be creative in this. Cause I know I was like, I like cooking, but I'm not good enough to cook. Cause like people are fucking talented who cook and are chefs. But like, how can I contribute something to it? And I think finding a path that way and like, that's like writing about, making videos about food is so important. And I think it follows this idea of like storytelling, which is really cool to me. So yeah.
Okay.
Period.
So what
really
do you
good at it,
do?
too.
What do you do now?
What do I do now?
Yeah. So now you live in San Francisco.
Yeah, I live in San Francisco.
You said
Broadly, what do you
fuck
do now?
Fresno.
I didn't say fuck Fresno. I said shout out Fresno. Shout out 559.
She loves Fresno.
I do. So I live in San Francisco now. Lived there for the past 2 years. And I work at the Chase Center where the Golden State Warriors play, which is cool.
That's dope.
Yeah. And I do marketing for food and beverage there, which is fun. And yeah, I mean, I just try and sell the food and beverage right now. It's not my dream job, but I think I'm finding ways to like make myself creative and make myself useful in the way that I can, because marketing is kind of soul sucking in my opinion. It's like not as creative as I would like to be, like journalism would be. But journalism is really hard of an industry because it's doing a lot of freelance work. It's doing just like I'm pitching you the story. It's not very safe. It's not very long term.
Like an as need basis.
Yeah. Even though there are badass writers out there that do that, but they've been in the game for a minute and I'm a child still.
I'm a baby.
So I'm doing that right now. And it's cool. I mean, I'm a Warriors fan, so it's really cool. I learned, allegedly, this is all alleged, this is on the record, that if you walk anywhere with confidence, with a blazer on and a badge, you can get anywhere in the arena.
Yeah.
To this space in which I could allegedly be as close as me and like your Stephen Curry. I could just like be in like the same presence as you, which is really cool.
Yeah. No, I was on the phone with Addie one time. Well, often we're on the phone. But she was having not the best day at work, and she called me and she was leaving. She was waiting for coworkers, and they were gonna go hang out. And she was like, "Yeah, they're doing they were setting up like the Christmas tree at the Chase Center." So she was waiting. It was like an event or whatever. And then she was like, "Yeah, and there's people just performing." And like the whole time we were on the call, we're like, "Damn, they're like going in. Like they were performing. They were putting on a concert, bro." So the whole time we're talking, like not paying attention to it. And then there was a song that we had to cheer to. It was like It's Tricky song by Run DMC. And so I was like, "Oh my God, Adi, look it! Like that's the song. Do you remember that song that we cheered to?" And then she looked up if Run DMC is still alive, and he was performing there.
No.
She was just casually walking out, and he was like having a whole concert.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh my God, this is him!" And we're like, "Is it a group that's like performing his thing?"
Yeah.
So then she Googled it, and it was actually him, just there performing.
I was dead because I was like, "Who sings this song?" And then we looked it up. We're like, Run DMC. I'm like, there's no shit. Run DMC.
No
He's
shot.
just like
He's just here on a
Wow.
Thursday afternoon.
performing. And then
Dude.
he was fucking there.
And he was there. And it was funny because we were just on the phone the whole time, just like listening to it in the background, paying no attention at
And it
all.
was actually fucking him.
And it was that one song, and we were like, "Oh my God," Adi like paid attention. She was like,
Really funny.
"It's really him." And I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. So I mean, little moments like that. Run DMC was like just like a
That's so random.
Like, OG, yeah. But My favorite story is like on media day, which is the day that all the players come in and they just shoot all their shit for the entire season. Like the videos that like hype up the audience. You're like, let's go Bay Area. Like, or just like all the social media stuff. Like they'll be like the phone in front of the face. You're like, draw a portrait of like, draw a self-portrait. Just like all the funny shit that they do. So I was a part of that day. And I was walking to lunch and I was like going towards the suites. And that's where like ESPN and like NBC were setting up for like their big interviews, like with like just the big interviews that they post. Yeah. And I walked in, and then Chris Paul's walking out, and Draymond Green's walking in, and I'm in the middle of them, and you could just feel the vibe. And I was just like, all right, I'm gonna go to lunch. And then I'm on my lunch, I'm on my phone, and then I see like this interview of them, like the media trying to get Chris Paul to talk shit about Draymond Green, and I was just
you're like, I knew I felt something.
I was right there. Yeah. Like I felt that,
dude. It's crazy how close she gets to like these players.
Yeah. It's pretty cool though.
Besides the players, are there any other celebrities that you guys get to see sometimes?
E40's always there. He's funny.
Random.
And then like you get the VIP people there. So like Alicia Keys was there like the first game.
Wow.
Actually, cut this real quick. They were there, and it was their son's birthday that day, and so our pastry team put together like this really cute like bakery like platter of treats because it was this like kid's like 13th birthday or something.
Cute.
And it was really cute. And then so our team shows it to like another team, and they're like, you gotta throw this away.
Oh.
And they're like, but it's like for a 13-year-old. Like this is
wait.
birthday.
The team.
So the food team prepped the meal, and a different team was like, don't.
Yeah, and I don't think it was a celebrities team.
Okay.
I think it was just another team. I don't know whose team it was. And they're like, throw it away. And they're like, why? And they're like, we need something more like upscale, like more elegant. And so our head pastry chef was there fucking frosting a cake in the middle of service, like has to feed like 18,000 people in this stadium, and was there making this fucking cake because the celebrity wouldn't think it was good enough. Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Wow.
And I was like, so this shit actually happened. Like this shit's for real.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I was just like,
so the celebrity didn't even see it.
not the original one.
Yeah.
And then so later on, I saw that the celebrity posted it like a reel about like this kid's birthday, and there was like the cake that like this like the pastry chef like created. Yeah.
All that hard work into the first one, it wasn't even seen.
I was so upset. I was just like, damn.
I wish
and like to think that the celebrity probably wouldn't even said anything.
They would just accepted it.
Yeah, just happy to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like if they weren't expecting anything, then
Or even if they were like, ugh, like, don't show me that. I don't think they would be rude enough to be like, get this shit out of here.
And like another performer,
That's crazy.
They actually came to perform. They were can you bleep that out as well, please?
Yeah.
And he like went to perform, and like they were running around trying to find a specific cup that he needed because he wouldn't have like drinking his smoothie any other way
besides that one cup.
Besides that one cup.
Oh no.
Wow.
That's crazy that it's real. I've always heard like when people do shows like within their green room, they want like specific things.
Yeah.
I thought it was low-key a joke.
No. It's
like they were like, oh, like it's like 5 Gatorades or like this brand of water, this brand of chips. Like I thought it was a joke.
I only want the red M&Ms.
No, dead ass. That's why I'm like, is it? But I guess it's a real thing.
Yeah.
Dang.
So I'm trying to see how up.
You said I'm trying to see
his request. Yeah.
Honestly, you should do. Well, you probably can't.
What?
I was like, you should do a TikTok of like, this is what their room set
Oh
up.
my god, the way I would get fired so quickly.
No, I know. Maybe that's the goal. If you're gonna go out with a bang, might as well.
Throwing everybody under the bus.
No. I'm just saying in his room.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny. That's crazy though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was all fake.
That's wild. So, me, Kat, and Ramon, we took a day and we got woke.
I thought that was gonna be the next episode.
No, this is for this one. The next one's going to be icks and red flags.
Okay.
And the New Year resolution.
Go ahead. Sorry.
When we talk about being woke.
So, yeah, like I said, we took a day that we went up to Ramon's to do this whole episode of film. And the whole time, we were doing great on the recordings. And we were like, cool, solid. Kat forgot to switch the setting on the input. So there's an input that's from the soundboard directly to the computer.
Yeah.
And Kat forgot, and I think she forgot to check this time.
No.
But I think you're good because I checked it.
When I checked it
Look
earlier,
at the audio waves.
Yeah.
Look at the audio waves.
Yeah, no.
We're good.
When I checked, I glanced at it before, and it said the Rode mics because that's all I look for. But I didn't know if it was the Rode
Yeah.
mics or like the board.
Yeah, you're good. Because even
Okay, I
when we're
checked it.
talking, you see the
I
audio
checked it
wave.
before
Good.
too.
But we filmed like 2 whole episodes, great episodes, and then I'm like, why does this audio not sound right? And I'm trying to edit it, I'm trying to enhance it, I'm trying to fix it, trying to revive it. Then I think about it, and I'm like, did Kat even switch the input from the actual
laptop.
thing? Or did she leave it on the laptop audio? And then when I think about it, I'm like, it's still stuck on the laptop audio because the only voice that you hear perfectly is Kat because she's in
She
front of it.
sabotaged.
That was closest to the laptop.
But
Yeah, I felt very bad about that.
we took the whole day of like, all right, let's watch this movie, the Barbie movie, because we were like, all right, Adi's gonna come at us hot. We got to
So
get
I've heard. Yeah,
well
yeah.
educated. We know that she's very much like Kamala Harris, so we got to be on our
I
shit.
cannot get over this reference. By
Very
the
much
way,
like Kamala Harris.
So just so you know, the broke boys are now woke.
the woke boys.
I mean, I
We're
guess
the woke boys.
I guess we'll figure out. Well, we have to hear your opinions first to see if you're officially
Yeah.
woke. I think you'll pass, Ramon. Kind of sus.
I don't even know how to I don't know. Question this.
So, what were your thoughts about the Barbie movie? Ramon first.
also,
please.
why the Barbie movie?
You asked us to.
Well, you referenced
Yeah,
a scene.
that's what I've heard.
I did reference a scene. Yes.
so
yes,
then
yes, yes.
so then we said that they had to watch it.
Okay. The
So
guitar
yeah, it
scene.
was as requested. It was requested. Ramon, what were your thoughts on the Barbie movie?
What my thoughts?
Yeah.
Damn.
He's like, I don't really get it.
No, I understood it from the beginning. Like
Which was?
from like how, what was it gonna be about?
Mm-hmm.
Like the difference, like how it is now, and how she pictured it to be empowered and all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So like, I understood it from just like the beginning of the intro,
Yeah.
what to expect.
What about Barbie Land? How'd you feel about Barbie Land?
How did I feel about Barbie Land?
Yeah,
Damn,
that little world.
I gotta pick my. No, I'm just saying. To be honest, like I didn't know what to say. Like I didn't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect to be like. Yeah, like I don't.
Interesting. Do you feel like you're a Ken?
Do I feel like I'm a Ken?
I just want to know.
I guess.
I
can
see
say
that for you.
Because if I would say no, you'd be like, okay. So then I'm agreeing with you this time.
But do you think you're a Ken?
Yeah.
In your soul, you're a Ken?
No, not really. Half, maybe half.
What makes a Ken a Ken?
What makes a Ken a Ken? Me or him?
You.
What makes a Ken a Ken?
Yeah. Why do you relate to
Shit.
Ken?
Whoa.
That's what I said. If you're asking if you're a Ken, you
I
said
mean,
yes.
What makes a Ken? I mean, obviously, like, God damn, you coming at me strong. I was like,
What is a Ken, bro?
I'm just Ken.
Everywhere else I be. That's you, Ramon. That's you saying.
that's me talking about cars and trucks and stuff like that. What
Vroom,
makes a
vroom.
Kens? Yeah.
Okay.
I guess men and horses or something like that.
That
It's
shit was
empowering
funny.
to them.
That was after.
That shit was funny.
Okay. All right. You're off the hook. Thank you for your thoughts. You? Do you feel like you identify with Ken?
Definitely not.
No. Look at Ramon's face. No.
Whoa, I'm
Who do you identify with, Barbie?
No, absolutely not.
Who do you identify with?
Like Alan.
Who
But
is Alan?
Alan definitely like you would expect like when you look at the movie you'd be like, oh, Alan's a little fruity, but it's like nah. When you look at it, when you actually pay attention to it, it's just like nah. He just sees everybody from the same equal ground.
He's an ally.
He's like nah, like
Ally.
you got to respect a woman. You got to respect everybody.
What did you tell me, Alan? Who was Alan raised by?
Alan was raised by women
I love that.
in his household.
We left on the drive home from Oakhurst because we saw it in Oakhurst. I was trying to like pick his brain and like see what he thought or whatever, and I was like, "Who's Alan?" He's like, "Alan was raised by a single woman. Like he was raised by all women.
Yeah.
Like he
Not a
was
single
around all
woman,
girls."
but like women, because like I told Kat, it's like it reminded me of my childhood. Like my mom was just like, no, like you
Yeah.
can't be thinking like those machismo thoughts, or you can't be acting like that.
For
Being
that
like-
we love Veronica.
and same thing with my sister. She'd be like, would you want a man to treat your sisters like that? And I'll be like, no, like, so she was like, so you respect a woman. And then she went on the whole, in depth of like, I carried you for like 9 months. Like, a woman has that ability, men don't.
Period.
Say that.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Now your turn. You can pick their brains.
I don't know. I think
How do you feel about men's with guitars?
Ooh. I just think it's a really cool movie because it's pretty fucking obvious. Like, it's very explicit, like, of what misogyny looks like and what sexism looks like. But I think the real message is like all the implicit stuff that women have to deal with that I really hope you guys got from it.
We saw it.
Yeah. And I feel like that's like the most like quintessential part of the movie is just how well they were able to
hit all of them.
Yeah, to like really encapsulate what it is to be
A woman.
a woman.
And like the other thing too that I caught was that they had Will Ferrell like running it, and the
That shit
whole
was
Barbie
funny.
was all guys just running it, no females.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I feel at work sometimes.
I thought it was cool because it talked about a lot of important topics, but it wasn't where it was like blatantly like misogyny or like sexist. It was like you can still watch it and absorb it like without picking all that up, I guess. I mean, I don't see how you can miss it, but it wasn't like blatantly in your face. Like it was still a good movie to watch, but it was hitting like all the important things, like all these important topics that people like.
And it was very self-aware. Like when they were like, we're in your face, you're like, we're in your fucking face. Like it's like we're making it a point to be like, we're being ridiculous, we're being stupid. Like this is a make-believe
It was like everything on 10.
This is really silly. Like that, I thought that was really cool. Like in a really smart way of
doing
and like
it.
Greta Gerwig, she's a great director, and like I feel like she does a lot of good shit.
Margot
so.
Robbie was such a good Barbie too.
Can you believe
She's like, I'm stereotypical Barbie. I was like, yes, you are, girl.
Yes, you are, bitch. Twitter, there is guys saying that Margot Robbie is mid.
How do you guys feel about Margot Robbie?
Like, what do you mean? Like, just
That she's mid.
Would you say that she's mid? Martin has a things for blondes.
And like I get like if she's not your type, but
Yeah.
she's
You can't say that she's-
objectively beautiful.
Yeah, you can't say that she's ugly.
She's not. She's
she's
beautiful.
not.
Yeah.
She's pretty.
She's not. But like, not my type.
Right.
And that's fair.
And teach their own. But like
Like Kat says, she's like, I have a thing for blondes, but not all blondes are gonna be good.
sure.
right?
Sure.
And like, she just doesn't fit the category
Yeah.
at all.
I think objectively she's stereotypical Barbie. I think she's
Yeah.
really pretty.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people can agree on that.
And so like the commentary on that was like of guys saying that she's mid is like how fucked up the internet's gotten with like insta baddies and like internet hoes and like special, like plastic surgery of like thinking that that's like
There's one image
like
for
that's the one goal is to look like that.
But
is
yeah, and
to
I think
look-
everybody's so used to seeing stuff on social media, like
Yeah.
TikTok. You see all those
Yeah.
trends of
Yeah.
The BBL girls. This
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
what's called the OnlyFans girls too.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like the stigma that stays.
Yeah.
So like like when you say Margot Robbie, like you think like, oh, well, she doesn't have a BBL, she doesn't
Yeah.
have implants.
And that's insane to say that this girl is mid.
Yeah.
Anyways, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I think it's crazy. I thought overall the movie was really good. I really liked it. I saw it twice.
I saw it twice.
That was on HBO Max. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
What are you doing?
Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Let us know your thoughts.
It's funny.
I think it's cute.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
But yeah, guitars.
Guitars. I know. We'll say that for the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be
But-
funny. So we appreciate you guys for listening for another episode. We appreciate Adi for being out here.
I'm so sorry if this was not entertaining at all.
No, that was
No, it definitely was. Trust me.
No one related. They're just,
No, you're gonna have
people
you're gonna have people from Africa and London be like, "Wow."
what up? What up, Africa?
Period.
Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you guys for staying tuned for another episode. Ramon, give out the socials.
You can catch us on the Instagram, Broke Boys with a Z_FF, and the same for TikTok. Y'all stay tuned.
Remember to catch us every Tuesday and every Wednesday and Sunday. We love you guys. Peace.
Bye.